Have you ever had that moment when you get out the shower and you fresh and you clean and you smell good and you just feel relaxed, you know what I mean? That's the kind of moment, and that's the feeling that I got right now. And I got to do a Royal Rumble 2009 review. Oh boy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So yeah, I appreciate you guys commenting on a lot yesterday for my Royal Rumble 2010 review. I really appreciate that. You smart, you loyal, you let me hustle, you let me do what I need to do. I'm able to respond to you guys. You like the video. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. You smart. Okay, that's a DJ Khaled reference for those of you that don't get it. Just look it up. Just look it up. But yeah, we got Royal Rumble 2009 happening right now. Here's the cover of it on the DVD. Kind of simple. I feel like they've done this Royal Rumble DVD cover design multiple times. Like they did it for 2007. They probably did it for some more times, but I just haven't bothered to look. So yeah, on the back we got a couple of different guys. I'm trying to get it in the right light. There you go. You can see the different wrestlers and whatnot. So yeah, we kicked off this show though with Jack Swagger and Matt Hardy. It was a solid match, TV quality at best between the WWE ECW champion Jack Swagger, who was undefeated. You know what I mean? The All-American Jack Swagger. You know, going up against Matt Hardy. And you know what? They both just went at it. And Jack Swagger went after the arm, and that was the most of that was the whole match. You know, the psychology of going after the arm. And Jack Swagger got the win with the gut wrench powerbomb, and after the match, Matt Hardy just looks up and he goes through his hair, and he's like, "Man, I blew it. I lost," which would come into the fold later on. So yeah, Swagger won. Not that great of a match, but you know, I guess the right choice for an opener. I don't know what else he would have put as the opener. Beth Phoenix versus Melina for the WWE Women's Championship. Melina won. This match felt really rushed, but I don't blame them because I mean it was a Divas match, and it was. Because Divas matches don't get a lot of time as the other matches do, and sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. But I feel like these two women really could have gone at it a lot longer, and it would have been a really good, compelling match. I mean, it was all right. It was solid. It wasn't just your average Divas match. And they were going at it, and the finishing sequence was pretty good. In the end, Melina won, and Beth Phoenix was pissed, and, Santino and Beth were a thing right back then, Glamorella, so that was good and interesting and entertaining as well. So, yeah, Melina won. She had a new champion. WWE Championship match, Jeff Hardy versus Edge. It wound up becoming no disqualification, and this match was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's really, really good, but it's pretty good. I think that their match at Extreme Rules 2009 was better, but, it was just, they had a lot of good stuff going on. Edge and Jeff Hardy were going back and forth. Jeff put Ciampa through a table, and, Vicky would try to screw Jeff out of it, and then Matt Hardy would come down. It's just a typical Jeff Hardy Edge match, spots here and there, counters, reversals, boss finishes, that kind of stuff, and, it's what you would expect of these two guys. Vicky would try to screw Jeff out of the win here, and Matt Hardy was like, "Nah, this is not what's going down. This is my bro. Let's do Concerto." Jeff placed the chair under Edge's head, and then Matt Hardy, bang, hit Jeff Hardy, and that was the Matt Hardy heel turn. Man, just thinking about it, I thought it was really good and well done. To me personally, some people would say it's obvious, and it kind of was. But man, I love seeing the people's reactions when Matt Hardy turned heel. It was really good. But Matt Hardy, he ran with the heel thing for a little bit and beat Jeff at WrestleMania 25, and then lost at Backlash, and then they just kind of left Jeff, nowhere to be found. Like, he wasn't on a couple shows. He just wasn't that intriguing. They didn't have him do anything intriguing. They didn't have him go after a world champion, or they didn't have him do this or that or whatnot. They didn't capitalize on Matt Hardy heel turn like I think they could have done a lot better, because I felt like with a guy like Jeff Hardy, who's a very likable babyface, they had the opportunity to get Matt real heel heat in a really cool brother versus brother feud and stuff, and then they factored in this whole, the pyrotechnics, your dog died in the fire, even though that fire was actually real, and the pyro and stuff like that, and your car was ran off the road, you were attacked in a stairwell, yada yada. Matt Hardy's like, "Oh, I did those things." I was like, "Come on, Matt, you really didn't do that." So the feud was okay between these two. The shock value was worth it, but long term, I don't think it was good for Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy did fine. I mean, he got a couple World Championships in this year, and then he would leave, and the last time we would see Jeff is in the end of August at SmackDown when CM Punk ended his career, and the funniest thing is that neither of those guys are there anymore. So, yeah, Edge would win here, and then we would go to the No Way Out 2009, and we did the whole Edge loses the WWE Champion, and then later on in the night, he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah, so lots of different things came out of this and moved the story ahead between superstars and got them WrestleMania matches and got them where they needed to go. So, yeah, good match here. Edge wins. Not really any complaints. Just down the road kind of work. Next we got the World Heavyweight Championship match, John Cena versus JBL. I dozed off for a second because, legit, guys, I was watching this match, and I fell asleep. And it wasn't but 5 minutes in, and that is bad. John Cena and JBL had a match at WrestleMania 21 that was awful. Then they come back, and they say, yep, you know what, we're not even going to redeem ourselves. And, man, it wasn't that good. Their best match was at the Great American Bash 2008 with that awesome little brawl they had, which was their best. And it wasn't even a match, really. It was just a brawl in a fight, you know what I mean? So, geez, man, this match was boring. And the worst part about it was this dumb-ass storyline between Shawn Michaels and JBL's interaction. The stock market crashed. We're having a recession. Shawn Michaels has lost everything. But you need to work for me, Shawn. If you help me win, you will be in the Royal Rumble. You'll go to WrestleMania, yada, yada, yada. It was just, God almighty. Awful storyline. And John Cena and JBL, yeah, you didn't want to put JBL in the Rumble, and you needed somebody for Cena to face, because you didn't want him to face another person, because that might be what they wanted to do at WrestleMania. You didn't want him to face a couple other people here and there because it would just be random. So they're like, yeah, we'll just send JBL at him, And it wasn't good. Honestly, I didn't even really watch the match, and I don't want to talk about it. All I know is that John Cena won, and this would lead into the Shawn Michaels versus JBL match at No Way Out. And Shawn Michaels would win and be free, after being a slave for a couple of months for JBL. And all I know, John Cena lost at No Way Out. So, yeah. Didn't really care about this match. It was boring. And then when I woke up, it was because my friend Nick called me. And he was like, yo, you want to FaceTime? I was like, what? I didn't know I was asleep. I really didn't know I was asleep. And then I woke up and I was like, the match was over. And John Cena's holding the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm like, what? I didn't even bother going to watch the match because I felt like I would fall asleep again. So I didn't worry about it. So, yeah, can't really talk about this match. I just know who won and whatnot. And I'd really recommend you skip this when you get to this point. Skip it. Skip it, damn it. So, yeah. Royal Rumble match time. This Royal Rumble match is a fun time. This Royal match is really fun, and it's a really good Royal Rumble match. Now, it's kind of obvious who is going to win, because throughout the night, they're covering this whole awesome thing that happened on Raw, which was Randy Orton punt-kicking Mr. McMahon in the skull. It actually gave Mr. McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the genetic jackhammer, a concussion, which was really good. And it was a really compelling storyline between Randy Orton and the McMahons that would lead up to a disappointing WrestleMania 25 match with him and Triple H. But, man, they kicked it off really good, and it really, I love what they were doing with Randy Orton for a while. They had him. You know how Dean Ambrose, they're like, oh yeah, Dean Ambrose is crazy, man. He's just crazy. He's a lunatic. The lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. It loses its effect because Dean Ambrose is crazy and stuff like that, and it really doesn't matter whenever he has a temper tantrum or he's going off in the ring. With Randy Orton, he was silent, but he was crazy. Like, behind his eyes, you could tell, like, he was gonna, like, completely murder you and RKO you and then punt kick you in the skull and then go kiss your wife and then, destroy your house and burn it and explode, whatever, I don't know. But Randy Orton, man, it was subtle. The whole voices in the head. I actually believed he had voices in the head the way he, kind of conducted himself in the ring and just how he just kind of talked very softly and slowly. Like, it didn't matter. Fate has determined itself. I'm going to RKO you. And then I'm going to punch you in your skull. You know, that kind of stuff. So Randy Orton was cool. You know, and I like the way they did his whole character, but they made it so damn obvious that he was going to win the Royal Rumble because, like I said, they were going with the interviews and they were going with the video package and the recap. Even the opening video package, the main part was Randy Orton. So you're like, yeah, Randy Orton's going to win the Royal Rumble because technically they can't fire him because he is the Royal Rumble winner unless they want to have another Royal Rumble or this Royal Rumble didn't matter. Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, but damn it all, before you like just jump to conclusions saying, oh, this was predictable, this Royal Rumble match was really fun. We started off with a really good first two. It was Rey Mysterio and John Morrison. Man, those guys went out there and killed it. They killed it. And then Carlito came out there, and a couple other guys came out there, and then Vladimir Kozlov slowed it down, whatever. Then Triple H came in. Triple H, Barry, he brought his golden shovel, got it, dumped Vladimir Kozlov over the top rope just like he did CM Punk, damn it. Yeah, that's right. So, Triple H was in there for a long time. And in fact, the Royal Rumble got filled up with a lot of different guys. Undertaker was there. Big Show was there. There was a lot of star power in that Royal Rumble. And just a lot of good performances from John Morrison, from Rey Mysterio. Just lots of good stuff that went down in the Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho had a nice little run. And Rob Van Dam made a return. This was his first return, official. But then he would never come back, so technically it's not official. It's just a nice little nod because they were in Detroit and Battle Creek, Michigan. I don't know how far it is from Detroit, but Michigan. So yeah. In the end, you had Legacy, Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes, and Triple H as the final four. And that was good. Legacy got a really good rub of being able, or DiBiase and Rhodes were able to be the final four, and they were eliminated. But then after that, Triple H got eliminated by Randy Orton, and it really elevated Legacy and Randy Orton as a group by them winning the Royal Rumble. Made them legitimized. The Legacy was legitimized at the Royal Rumble 2009 pay-per-view, and it kind of set the pathway. I mean, we had Shane McMahon versus Randy Orton in No Way Out 2009. That was a good match. Anything Shane McMahon does is pretty good in my opinion. And he can just enhance stuff. I wish Shane McMahon would come back. I mean, I know he's just kind of monitoring TV networks in China and stuff like that. But whenever he wants to come back, Shane, just do whatever you want to. Face anybody you want. Just face all members of the Social Outcast, and I would be happy. It does not matter to me. But Shane McMahon, sacrificing himself so Stephanie wouldn't get punt kicked by Randy Orton was really good. Triple H being handcuffed and Randy Orton kissing Stephanie McMahon after he RKO'd her. That's the kind of stuff that we're missing today. Compelling storylines, man. It's just WrestleMania 25 had a very good main event. It should have been Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Let's be honest. Mr. WrestleMania versus the man who's undefeated at WrestleMania. Then that should have been the tagline because WrestleMania's silver anniversary, or the bronze. Is it the silver anniversary for the 25th anniversary? So I believe it is, but man, that should have been the main event. But Triple H and Randy Orton was such a good main event build, but the match was disappointing. That was the worst part about it. And Triple H won, which was kind of upsetting, but just was really good, guys. I love the build to that match. This Royal Rumble overall is solid. I mean, there's, 5 matches on here. Cena and Jbl is a bore. That's a snoozer. Hardy and Edge is good also because of the shock value. Makes it very important to see. Beth Phoenix and Melina is very skippable. Jack Swagger, Matt Hardy is not that long enough where you could really enjoy it. So there's 2 really good matches. There's the WWE Championship match between Jeff Hardy and Edge, Royal Rumble match, and that's it. So if you also want to go see a fun Royal Rumble match, watch the Royal Rumble 2009's Royal Rumble match or Royal Rumble 2010. Those are really fun. And, yeah. So, next, guys, that'll be coming up on my channel probably tomorrow. Yeah. We'll have the YWC WWE 2K16 Royal Rumble entrant numbers revealed. And I'll give you more information when that video comes out. It'll probably be a gameplay commentary. So, just to let you know. And I'll be narrating over to tell you what your numbers are. And it'll be in the description box below. And et cetera, et cetera. Royal Rumble 2007 review will be coming up soon. Why you say, oh, you skipped 2008? Well, no, I didn't because I did it back in the day. back in 2013 in a DVD review. So if you want to go see my squeaky voice and you want to go see a DVD review, go on and watch it. I don't think I'm brave enough to go down my whole channel list and try to find the Royal Rumble 2008 review just so I can copy paste the link. I mean, I love you guys, but geez, come on, you know, conveniency is. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. But anyway, guys, comment down below what you thought about this Royal Rumble. Comment down below anything you want to. We can talk about anything. Anything. And like this video. I found out that it wasn't green. It was actually blue. I like to see the blue button. So hit that blue like button. Smash it. Break your computer screens because you hit it so hard. Thank you very much for watching, giving me your time, and stay tuned for the YWC WWE 2K16 Royal Rumble entrant number reveal tomorrow. And peace.